What's up, everybody? This is the Takeover Baby Podcast, episode 33. Curry. Let's get it. I'm your boy, Funny Rob Bebe. This is the post show, my post show thoughts and opinions on WWE Survivor Series War Games 2023. The War Games matches were the show, and the ending of War Games was the show. Everything in the middle could have been on TV, could have been on Raw or SmackDown. I watched Collision. I didn't watch Survivor Series live. I did watch the men's Survivor Series War Games live. Everything else I missed because I was watching AEW Rampage and Collision. Go check it out. It's on my channel, the live stream. My thoughts on that. Really good show. Edge, Adam Copeland had the best promo of his career since his feud with Randy Orton. That's how good the promo was. Last night, him and Christian are wrestling 2 weeks, December 6th, Montreal, Quebec, Canada, for the TNT title. Can't wait. Just awesome. It's so personal. Oh my gosh, so personal. Brody King beat Eddie Kingston in the Continental Classic. I'm also gonna go over the first week brackets of the Continental Classic. Brody King beat Eddie Kingston in the main event of Collision last night. Awesome show. It's Sunday while I'm recording this. It's awesome. It's just awesome. Brawling match. Brody King won with just the skin of his teeth. It's awesome. Claudio beat Daniel Garcia in a really good fashion. Really good technical wrestling on Collision. Wednesday, Swerve beat Jay Lethal. It was awesome, man. Swerve, he's banged up after that crazy death match on Full Gear last week. It was crazy. Who else happened? What else happened? Moxley beat Mark Briscoe. No, somebody else. Oh, Jay Lethal and Rouge had a match of the week to me. They killed it. Jay Lethal, I mean not Jay. Jay White won to me. Jay White beat Rouge. Awesome match. Yeah, that's the Continental Classic. Andrade and Bryan Danielson are the only two that haven't wrestled this week, so they're gonna wrestle next week. Can't wait. Bryan Danielson's versing. He's wrestling next Wednesday. I forget against who. Jay Lethal versus Switch. No, my bad. I keep saying Jay Lethal. Jay White versus Swerve. Can't wait. Next week on next Dynamite, my next live stream for Dynamite, they're going at it. Can't wait. Switchblade versus Killshot. Yeah. Can't wait. What else? I'm gonna go over AEW first, then I'll hop into WWE. Man, just a good show. Rampage Collision was just fun. Really good show. Good storytelling. Julia Hart, Blackheart, defending her TBS title for the first time against Lady Frost. Awesome match. They killed it. Julia is becoming a great wrestler year over year. She's getting better and better in the ring. I love it. She's no longer green. She's still very good. She has a little green left, but you can barely see it. That's awesome. Talking about her in-ring skills, just awesome. I don't know why I'm wearing this. I don't know why. I put this back on for some reason. I don't know why to record this. Just a good show. Rampage had Shibata lose the ROH Pure title to Wheeler Yuta. Wheeler Yuta was already the first ever 2-time Ring of Honor Pure champion. Now he's the first ever 3-time after beating Shibata tonight. He cheated to win, but he's a heel, so who cares? He's the ROH Pure champion. Yeah, that's mostly what happened last night. Really good wrestling. House of Black, all 4 members of House of Black wrestled and they all won. Awesome. Great story. FTR beat the Righteous in a really good match. Just fun. Keith Lee beat Lee Moriarty in a very technical wrestling, big style match. And Keith Lee cut a very heel-like promo and he's going after somebody. I don't know who, but he's going after somebody. Can't wait to see who that is. I'm glad they have direction with Keith Lee. Can't wait. The Limitless one. Can't wait. I can't wait for February for Will Ospreay to officially be All Elite. Can't wait for that. Yeah, and that's mostly what happened on Collision. Rampage. Dynamite was good too this week. Now it's time to get into the Survivor Series. The women's War Games match was pretty good. Until the War Games match started, when all 8 women were in the ring. That's when shit really it went to 5th gear, like from 1st gear to 5th gear, like that. Like I just snapped. You can't hear that. It was really good. Really good fun stuff. Bianca's team won with Bailey or pinned Bailey. Becky pinned Bailey after she did a manhandle slam through a table to Bailey. Really good stuff. Fun. Those were very creative spots. Io Shirai Was it Io or was it Kyra? I forget who, but no, it was Io because she jumped off. Io, she had a big chain and she that has a hook on it and hooked a steel trash can that Dakota Kai was that had outside and hooked it and she lowered it up to the top rope to the top of the steel cage and put the trash can on herself and jumped off it like she always does. Love it. I can't wait for that. I mean, that was just fun. That was just a fun spot. That was funny as hell. Um, oh no, this is episode 31. Is it episode 31 or is it episode? I dropped episode 30 yesterday. Damn, I messed up the intro. This is episode 31. My bad, guys. Of the Takeover Bebe podcast. I do too many of these. It's crazy. Just a great weekend, guys. I did 4 live streams between Friday and Saturday. Tonight, Sunday, November 26, 2023. Ravens, Chargers, Sunday Night Football, 8:15 p.m. I'm going live. Hopefully you guys are there. Yeah, so the women's War Games match was okay. It was better than the men's War Games match. It was better than the men's. The men's never got out of second gear. Never did. Just can't wait for Monday Night Raw because I don't know why. But yeah, the women's match is fine. Bianca's team won, and then we got into I don't know who wrestled. I forgot who wrestled. There's only 3 other matches. The Miz and Gunther. Miz had a good showing, but it wasn't his best match ever. His best match was with Dolph Ziggler in 2016 at was it Backlash 2016? I think it was Backlash 2016. Or No Mercy 2016 when he had the match with the Dolph Ziggler for Dolph Ziggler's career for title. Yeah, that was his best match. Gunther just killed him. Gunther's still Intercontinental Champion. Just can't wait. Just can't wait for Gunther. I think Gunther's gonna hold the title. I'm gonna give you guys my predictions for WrestleMania after I go over all Survivor Series. Really good stuff though. Really good stuff. Yeah, Gunther won, of course. Then this match felt like we needed 15 more minutes because Santos and Dragon Lee, it was a very rushed match. It was in the middle of the card on Survivor Series. It was Dragon Lee versus Santos. Carlito got taken out by Santos on Friday. That's why they replaced him with Dragon Lee. They had a banger 8.5 minute match. I feel like it should have been another 10-15 minutes, but Santos won clean. He didn't cheat. He just won. Oh, well, he did try to rip off the mask of Dragon Lee, which I called. I said, yeah, he's probably going to do that shit. Heel shit. That's how heel luchadors do it. They always rip the mask of the baby face with a mask on. So, yeah, that happened. And Santos won clean. Just clean. And then the women's match was the worst match of the night. With Rhea and Zoe, nobody gave a shit about that match. Nobody cared about that match. Nobody made any noise. It was piped in noise. Nobody made real noise. Everybody was just sitting on their phone watching Collision probably. The ending of Collision. The ending of Collision was awesome. With Eddie Kingston and Brody King. So that happened. Rhea retained, of course. She wasn't going to lose that title. Also, R-Truth, he came back. He was, I forget what, he came back with Otis and Gable in a segment. And Tozawa was doing his little that dance, whatever that is. He did that dance. It was alright. Also, the theme of the night was everybody was concerned because Randy Orton hasn't showed up to the Survivor Series building in Chicago yet. And Seth was getting nervous. Sammy was getting nervous. Jay was getting nervous. Jay kept blaming himself for not why Randy wasn't showing up because what him and his family, the bloodline, did to him a year and a half ago. He blames himself. And Seth and Sammy are like, no, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It was his fault, really. He was a part of it. So, yeah, I mean, it makes all sense, long-term booking. I know that wasn't what they were planning 2.5 years ago. Randy just got hurt. Like, he needed double neck fusion surgery. And he looked jacked when he showed up at War Games. War Games. Let's get into it. I'm going to tell you guys who started. I remember it clearly. Finn Balor, Seth Rollins started off War Games. Also, I love that, but when they started War Games, Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre were just staring at each other like killers, staring like 5 feet apart from each other. It was crazy. And then Finn's like, I don't care about you guys. I'm going to go do this because I'm a savage, all right? Him and Seth started it really good 5 minutes, and then after the first 5 minutes, it's every 3 minutes somebody new comes in. They killed it. I forget who came. Oh, what's his name? Yeah, JD McFlurry. He was the second Judgment Day member to come in, and then it was they beat up on Seth, and then Jey Uso went in there. He had a really good. I love Jey Uso's entrance. He hopped on the top of one of the steel um, prisons that hold the teams in. He hopped on and did this. The War Game prisons, and he did this. The crowd on top of the steel cage. It was awesome. Awesome sight. You got your whoas, and you got your whoas, and then you got your Sami Zayn. Whoa. Yeah, you got those woes. A lot of woes in Chicago. I thought all the woes were in Toronto. It's crazy. Even though I do look like Drake, but whatever. I'm getting off topic. So then it was even with Jey Uso in there helping Seth, and then Drew McIntyre wanted to go in the War Games, but Damien cut him off and said, no, I'm the leader. I'm going to go first. I'm going to go. So he was the third one in there, and then Sammy was the third, and he got, I love how Sammy came in. He stole the kendo stick from JD, hit him, and then hit Finn, and then Finn was stuck on the ropes, and then he shut the steel cage on his head. It was awesome. Then he got in there and just started going ham on everybody, and then Drew McIntyre came in, just wrecked house, beat up everybody. It was 4-on-3, and then Cody Rhodes was the last one in the steel prison, the War Game prisons for his team, and then Dominic was the last one. And then Randy's, the time elapsed. Dominic just didn't do anything. That's why I'm skipping him. He was the last entrant for Judgment Day. Randy's, the time for the clock hit 0, and Randy didn't come out, and then Rhea Ripley's music came out. She had Damien's briefcase and a ref, and he was running right before she cashed it in, the Money in the Bank for Damien. Randy's Morton. I hear voices in my head. That hit, the crowd exploded. Randy came out looking jacked. He was he looked like he was boxing a little bit because he had those he was going crazy. Randy Orton came out. He looked happy to be back. He looked happy. I was happy for him. And then he just doing the typical Randy Orton stuff, just doing clotheslines and then snap suplexes to everybody. It felt like he gave Finn a draping DDT, and then he was about to set up for an RKO, and then then he turned and he saw Jay's like, oh, I'm gonna do the stomp, the RKO where he slams on the ground, on the mat, and then he just turns to Jay, he's like, I remember you, what you did to me. Jay's like, I didn't mean to, and then he just stops talking and hits a super kick because Drew McIntyre I think it was Drew or Damien. No, it was Damien who was gonna hit Randy by behind, and Jay saved him with a super kick, and then Dominic's stupid ass just he grabbed Randy's shoulder, and Randy just hit him with an RKO like that. First RKO in almost 2 years. I love it. And then from Randy Orton, because Matt Riddle was doing RKOs, and then he hit that RKO, and then they all 5 members of Team Orton all hit draping DDTs on all 5 members of Judgment Day, which was an awesome visual. Randy looked like he was having the time of his life. Randy, it was just a barrage of finishers. Everybody got hit with it. Lulu kicks were being thrown. Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins. Before Randy came out, he got put through. He got Razor's Edge through a table by Damian Priest, which was awesome. Both Seth Rollins and Cody looked like they weren't getting along. But they had this bell cow bull rope, and they put Finn Balor in between the rope, and just got him right in the balls. Finn Balor can't have kids. Sorry, Kathy Kelly, can't have kids after that shot. Really fun stuff. This finisher is all galore, and then everybody was out except JD McDonough. He tried to escape the cage, but Sami Zayn and Seth Rollins, they stopped him on top of the steel cage, War Games cage, and Randy was standing there like, he was looking out like, he had that look in his eye. And he got in position. They threw JD McDonough off the steel cage into a waiting Randy Orton for an RKO, which was awesome. Crowd erupted, nuclear. It was awesome. And then Randy just threw Damian Priest because both Damian and Cody are the leaders of their teams, and he just threw Damian Priest into Cody Rhodes, waiting Cody Rhodes, and they stared at each other like, "Do it, bro." And they just nodded at each other like that, and he hits a crossroads, just one crossroads, and beats Damian Priest. War Games is over. Cody Rhodes won. His team won. And then after the credits, I thought Randy Orton was going to RKO Jay. He had that look in his eye. He had that look in his eye. But he didn't do it. He didn't do nothing. He just everybody was just putting their arms up just like that. There's only 5 matches on Survivor Series. Very quick show. They all just put their hands up, like everybody was like this. But imagine when you for the people and then in celebration, and then the camera pans out. It pans out, and then boom, CM fucking Punk came back. He's not the best in the world anymore. I'm sorry, he's not the best in the world. No. That's MJF. But he can't. I mean, he didn't have the best in the world sign either. He just had the fist. He just had that. He didn't have best in the world. Cult of Personality hit. Crowd. The arena exploded. Chicago exploded. It's on fire again. Chicago fire again. Chicago's on fire again. I mean, CM Punk showed up. It wasn't better than First Dance. I'm going to say that right now. I didn't see a single person crying. Everybody was just happy he was there. I heard, though, that Drew McIntyre and a bunch of other people just left the arena after that. That's not good. Drew was pissed after the war games. I don't know if he was pissed because he lost or because CM Punk was it. Either way, he grabbed his stuff, unlike him, and just put on a hoodie and just left. His clothes, he put on some sweats, a hoodie, and just left, I heard. That's crazy. Seth Rollins, there's video of him of yelling and flipping off CM Punk during his entrance. CM Punk didn't say anything. He just said, the only thing you could hear him say is clobbering time. And then they went off, then they cut the feed. Triple H, everybody in the press, there was a press conference, and Triple H after the show, Triple H was asked, Cody Rhodes was asked, Cody Rhodes just said, if he's here to help, you're welcome. Welcome home. He didn't really elaborate on that, and then, what else? Triple H, he gave you the most company answer ever, so really, I didn't expect nothing from Triple H, because he's an executive. He ain't gonna say what he really thinks. But yeah, it was what it was. CM Punk is back. I don't know his contract status. I don't know if he signed I guarantee you he did not sign a full-time deal. Probably signed like a Brock Lesnar part-time deal or a Roman Reigns deal. Hopefully maybe or they just signed him through WrestleMania. I don't freaking know. Who the hell knows? But the way Seth Rollins was acting, everybody don't know if it's a work or shoot. I can't tell you. I think we all know Seth doesn't like him. Shoot-wise, they doesn't like him. So maybe they're doing a work shoot. I think it's both. It's both a work and a shoot. So hopefully everything works out. I think Monday Night Raw. That's why I said it earlier. Monday Night Raw. I can't wait for Monday Night Raw. It's must see. Just like that Dynamite after both Dynamites after CM Punk debuted. He debuted on Rampage and he re-debuted in Collision. And then that Dynamite following was always in Chicago at the Wintrust Arena, and that was the most must-see Dynamite ever. Those two Dynamites. So, and the first ever Dynamite. But yeah, that was crazy. I can't wait for CM Punk. He got merch already online. I don't care. I got my favorite merch right here. So yeah, I'm good. I'm not gonna buy any CM Punk merch. It is what it is. Now, you know what? Now it makes sense why Roman Reigns. I feel like Roman knew that CM Punk was gonna show up. That's why he told management that he doesn't want to wrestle. I feel like because that's where they were leaning to. Judgment Day and Survivor and Bloodline we're gonna team up to go up against Team Cody. But I feel like Roman knew that CM Punk was gonna be there. So or somebody told him, or somebody told Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman told him that CM Punk might show up. It's a possibility that CM Punk might show up, and Roman's like, possibility? Nah, fuck that. Pull the bloodline. We're not doing this. He has that power, that political power. He can pull shit. And he didn't. He said, nah. He probably said, nah, we're not gonna do it. Have Judgment Day do that shit. Because Judgment Day is the second most important group. Even though they're trying to be number one, but Bloodline, as long as Roman's the champion, Bloodline is still the number one group, even though it's only 4 people now. Jey Uso is not in there. Jimmy sucks. Solo is just spinning in circles. He did kill John Cena, which was awesome. Paul Heyman is being Paul Heyman. He hasn't been on the show lately, Paul Heyman, so I don't know what's up with him. Hopefully he's okay. Solo wasn't on the show. Jimmy was on the show, I think, Friday night. But yeah. Also, no LA Knight. Come on now. No LA Knight. They just halted his momentum after facing the biggest star in your company this month, a couple weeks ago, at Crown Jewel, and you don't have anything for him for the top 5 for a Big 5 pay-per-view Survivor Series, really? Really, I thought they were gonna do Solo Jimmy versus LA Knight, maybe AJ Styles or Kevin Owens or some shit. Cause KO and LA Knight were in a tag team Friday. They were both Kevin Owens and LA Knight were not on Survivor Series, which is bad. Both guys have problems with the Bloodline and Judgment Day. Well, more Kevin Owens. But yeah, it was what. Also, guys, that's my Survivor Series post thoughts on the my post show, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts and opinions of where WrestleMania is gonna go. WrestleMania right now, I think it's Gunther versus Brock Lesnar for the Intercontinental title. I think it's gonna be CM Punk versus Seth Rollins, night 1 main event, night 2 main event, Cody and Roman. LA Knight versus Logan Paul for the U.S. title. Undisputed tag team titles. I think it could be DIY versus Judgment Day. And when I say Judgment Day, I'm saying Finn Balor and JD McDonough. I think Damian Priest is not going to be in Judgment Day by WrestleMania. I think it's going to be Damian Priest versus... if Drew McIntyre is still there, I think it's Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. Because the way they kept on looking at each other at War Games, I can't look away. Bianca, maybe Charlotte, maybe, I don't know. Probably a multi-woman match for the women's title. And then the world title, Rhea versus Becky, probably with the good hair, I guess, or not the good hair, the orange hair. Becky with the orange hair. So yeah, that might be my predictions for WrestleMania. Royal Rumble, I'm gonna say Cody probably is gonna win it. Cody, and then probably Becky. I could care less. I don't know where Jade is. She just disappeared. She used to be a thirst trap. Now she just disappeared. When I call her a thirst trap, I mean she's just showing up on camera for not even a minute and then disappearing the rest of the show when she would show up. Now she hasn't been on television for a month. Triple H kind of took a shot at AEW for saying that she wasn't ready or something at the press conference, which I was like, really? You just disrespected Cody Rhodes, your own guy, Dusty Rhodes, a legend, and Bryan Danielson, a legend. Good job, Triple H. Good job. Also, CM Punk coming back. You idiots, WWE, you're idiots. If you wanted people from AEW to come over, 70% of the locker room in AEW don't fuck with this guy. So you just cost yourself a lot of people to want to come to WWE. I don't care how much money you give them. CM Punk's there, they're not coming up. They're not coming. The only people that fuck with CM Punk are like Andrade or some shit. And truthfully, I can care less if Andrade goes or leaves. I like him in AEW. He looks cooler in AEW. I will say that. I know they haven't used him right, but he looks cooler. He looks like him. He looks like how he would dress in real life. That's how I want to say. But yeah, I could care less. Malachi Black, he liked CM Punk. Jay White. Jay White's he's not going anywhere yet. Maybe in 5 years. Will Ospreay, man, he ain't going there. I can't wait. I can't wait for the future. MJF is already re-signed. I've been saying that since 2022. Ever since he came back at All Out 2022 before it was Brawl Out, he was re-signed. You don't have all this booking for him and not re-sign him. Come on. Yeah, that looks like that might be it. That might be it for the post show. Also, shout out Tia Tagovailoa, the Maryland quarterback. He broke the Big Ten record for most passing yards. Now he has the most passing yards in Big Ten history with over 11,000. He's only I think the third or second person to have over 11,000 passing yards in the Big Ten history. Shout out Tia Tagovailoa, 4-year starter for the Maryland Terrapins. This next month is going to be his last game as a Terrapin, a bowl game. Hopefully he goes out and wins. I hate wherever team he gets drafted to in the NFL, and he will get drafted, I'm voting for him. All right? Because he's awesome. He reminds me of Mahomes. He reminds me of his brother / Mahomes. His brother Tua Tagovailoa and he reminds me of Mahomes a little bit too, the way he plays. Yep, can't wait for him. He gonna go in a draft. I can see him being a first or second round pick. I really can. I want the Ravens to get him though. I want him to be back up to Lamar Jackson. That'd be awesome. I love Snoop, but hey, T is awesome. He has an arm. Yeah, that's basically it, guys. So Big Mo Bebe Podcast episode 29 is tonight at 8:15 p.m. Eastern. Me, my bros Otis and Jeremy are going to be watching the Ravens and Chargers. Go Ravens. Go Ravens flock. We're going to get that win. Number 9. Let's get it. We're on the top one, number 1, baby, in the AFC. Let's get it. Hope you guys enjoyed this post show. Let me know in the comments what you think, what your predictions are for WrestleMania. Give me your cards. Give me your matches you want to see. And I'll try to answer them if I can. If you guys want to follow me, if you guys want to support the channel, Cash App me is at funny. My Cash App is at Funny Rob Bebe, all one word, all caps. It's a lot. I understand, but hopefully, you guys support. Thank you for everybody's support. I've been receiving Cash App super chats. Thank you so much. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I've been your boy, Funny Rob Bebe. Hopefully, you've been informed. Hopefully, you liked this video. Hopefully, I taught you something. Deuces, my ooses.